this is Gracie. This is Gracie Robles, and this is Cross Stitch. Cross Therapy, that's the name of my channel because cross stitch is sort of like one of my therapies that relaxes me and help me, with all the stresses of the daily life. And so we're here doing Flosstube number 8, I think. And today we're just going to do an update. I do want to apologize because of my last video. It was super long. And that's why I like to do every 2 weeks updates because I find that that's just the perfect time where I can share about my weeps, my progress, and things without being too much of it overwhelming. And last 2 weeks ago when I had my video, it was just too long because I had sick family and everything, and I was out for like a month or so. So I had a lot of stuff to catch up, and it was just not organized. And then it turned out that all the editing got lost somehow, and a lot of the notes that I wanted to be in the video that were not there. So I'm so sorry about that. So this is Gracie Robles. This is cross therapy because cross stitch is my therapy. I don't know if I said it because this is my take number like 3 or 4 already. But anyway, let's do this. So I'm doing whip go, and I'm calling it my morning monster morning whip go stitching. So every morning I do stitching and I do my whip go sort of like project. And anyhow, so in these last 2 weeks I've been working with, and this is my book of days. And so the whip that I've been working is Red Deer Sampler. And I really so much wanted to finish the first page. But okay, so this Red Deer Sampler has a little backstory. I already had started it last year in 2021, and I wanted to do it in 36 count. I got the fabric, and I think it's all gold, something like that. I don't remember about it so long ago. I got all the flosses and everything, and I started last year, and it was 36, so I decided to do 2/2. And first of all, I made a huge mistake. I'll tell you in a minute. And then the stitching got, because it's very thick, and it's a lot of stitching in one place, and it's just very like, it just got to be too hard to stitch. So the 36 count, a lot of people had already mentioned it, and it had happened to me before. But then, I made the mistake again somehow. So anyway, this is my last year project. And as you can see, I did almost, well, no, 1.5 pages. This is one page and then starting the next one. And I think this is all gold or something like that. I'm not sure. If I find the fabric name, I'll share with you. It's beautiful. And beautiful. But then, okay, the mistake, because okay, so I did all the border right, and then I started over here because it was sort of like easy to count. I don't know why I started over here. I usually start over here, but so then when I was about here, I noticed there was something off, and it's just half one half of stitch off, and it was gonna throw everything off because is there are two huge pots of flowers. Anyway, so that was the first thing. But then I noticed that I was having a very hard time stitching, and in the back, my back is not perfect, but it's not so bad anyway. But it was just getting to be too hard to stitch, especially in these areas where it's a lot of stitching, mm, where there's a lot of the flower pots, the flowers. So there's a lot of stitching around, and it was just too thick, 2/2. It was just too hard to stitch because they're very dense. That's the word. Not here. I didn't have a problem in the border. I have a problem with the flowers. They were just, and then 2/2, it was just too hard in 36 count. So I decided to go higher to a 40 count in one strand, which that's what I like to do lately. And I got a 40, and I was working in some Christmas projects, and I was working with Ale 40 count, and then I put it on, and it's sort of similar. It's sort of similar, and it goes really well. So this is my start. I had already do a little bit of the border. This is my floor, all the variegates. This is just fancy floss, and I'm using all the color force, all the color force flosses. This is the charm by Socks for Mom. It's beautiful, beautiful, right there. And so this is the process, the one with L. This is L 40 counts. Like I said, I got this for Christmas projects, but it looks good. And this is the first page. And I work on it because my week goes, I work 8 days for project. And I even worked 10 days because I wanted to finish the first page because it sort of makes me mad that I had already finished. But this is a learning. This is learning. And maybe in another fabric, it would have been a problem. But in that fabric, I noticed, like, I'm going to show you one of my sounds. And the fabric is 40, but it feels like 45 or 46. I'm sorry. And I think it's because of the hand dye when they process the fabric, and sometimes they get even smaller. So maybe that the 36 was really 40 or 38, and maybe that's why 2/2 was too much. So this one is 1/2 or 2/1. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is the Red Deer Sampler by GGR, and I really like the fabric. It's doing well. I have the same floss that I originally buy because it was the call for, and it's a beautiful. Is really rich in color, and is a joy to stitch. And yes, I did start it at the top. Make sure make sure that I was okay over here in the it right here, that it was one. Okay, so I work on that. That was my whip go focus for the first 2 weeks of February, and so now for the next 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks of February, my project will be another monster, and I will be doing my monster morning whip go stitching. What a mouthful! And this is it, right? So I started this last year, and so and I've been doing it in dark 13 in October and dark October. So I hope that I can finish another page. I don't know about the other houses because the houses here are humongous. So I don't know if I'm gonna go side or I'm gonna go down depending on the page and how I feel. So I'm gonna be working with this in the next 2 weeks, and I'm gonna, like my goal was to work on those weeks for 8 days. But I didn't want to say 10 days or 12 days, or because you have 2 weeks. I didn't want to do more time because I wanted to be, be relaxed. I didn't want to overstress myself because this is supposed to be fun, right? And so for this project, I'm using the MPIs, and that's another charm from Socks for Mom, Autumn, and Lazy Bear Mountain. And the fabric is by Luminous Fiber Arts. And I did comment this before. This is a macchiato. And sometimes she puts her fabrics in sale. And she said that this fabric had sorry, had a spots on it, and that's why she had it. I don't know, 20% or something. I never find the spotting. The fabric is perfect, and the same thing that I said every time I pull this out. It's the best fabric, you know. It's so, I don't know what she does with her fabrics that is like, soft. I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. But with the MPIs and this fabric, I feel like I'm stitching in heaven. So this is another whip that I adore. So now we go, okay, so for the month of February, I bought a few things. I'm cleaning up all those things that I buy in January when I was locked up because of COVID in my family. So anyway, I'm doing that too. But so okay, the songs. So first of all, I joined, and I'm gonna put the name over here, and I'm gonna do it this time. And she invited us. First of all, I saw the invitation in WhatsApp about joining this sound, and it's about a fall project, and I'm doing fall on Tuesdays. So that's how I'm gonna call myself eventually. I haven't even started, but I want to do a fall project on Tuesday because a lot of people are picking up a day to work on fall. Maybe Thanksgiving, maybe fall, something aside of Dark 13, which is a Halloween activity, week or something. So anyway, today is Saturday, February 12th. And yesterday was my son's birthday. So that's why I didn't do the video yesterday. I'm doing the video and Saturday morning is more relaxed. So anyway, so going back to the sound. So this sound is one of my favorite charts. I had it all along. I had a nice fabric and everything. Most of the flosses, not all of them, but I really, really love this. So I'm planning to do it every Tuesday anyway, together with their song. They started it this month or last month. I'm not sure, but they started it. They just started it. So if you like to do that, come and join us. And so I saw it in a few Flosstubes as well. Cinnamon stars. So I will write the name of the sal because it's cinnamons or scenes with friends, something like that. And I'm doing it, and this fabric that is 40 count fox and rabbit baked clay. Okay, and this is my progress, and I'm so happy that I'm already in the sunflowers. And as you can see, I bought a big fabric for this to use it in Halloween, but I think it's gonna be okay with this. So this is one of my salts. Another salt is my own salt as well. That it will be because I'm planning to do another salt for fall on Tuesdays. That I'm gonna be doing a lot of fall activities every Tuesday. So I'm gonna be working with this and other fall. Because I'm gonna be doing that song that I just because I noticed that I have some Christmas and I have some Halloween, but I don't have a lot of fall. And I love fall. And I have a lot of huge projects for fall. So anyway, my other style is Remember Me style. And I'm doing it with a few friends and I'm very happy to see everybody. But like I said, it's for people that I love and I have a lot of projects. But I've been working with this one. And this is what I was telling you that this fabric is 40, but it feels like 46 because I think the hand dye project or the process or something, some fabrics, they're going to feel more, big or more small. I don't know. It depends. So I did get the kit from Traditional Stitchers and is what remains is love, and this is my thread. The threads are the variegated, the fancy flosses. I think they had the choice of DMC in the silk and then this, and I got these ones just because I love the fancy flosses because they do have, and they're less than the silk. So anyway, so this is the progress, and I find myself making a lot of mistakes, and have to go back and redo it and go back and redo it because the fabric feels like it's smaller than 40. And this is a straw, 40 counts of straw, using all the fancy flosses, and it's the variegation. The colors are beautiful. It's worth it. I think it is. So I'm happy that I'm already in the house, going to the roof, and then hopefully soon I'll do the big, humongous flower with the words. And this is for my mother, that because she liked flowers and birds. Anyway, so then I'm doing another song, and this is by Raspberry, is teacher, and she's doing a song for autism. And I cannot show you the chart because I only have it was a printout, so I didn't print the cover page. Jessie's is Jessie Watson, and by Nicola Parkman of Hands Across the Sea samplers. So I'm planning to do half of it. I'm not gonna do the ABCs, the alphabet. I'm gonna do the house with the heart and everything else. So this is Jessie Watson, and I'm doing it. I think this is like a 36. I wanna say this is an old, like stash fabric that I have. I think is the popular mocha. I'm so sorry. I'm showing you the chart again. Last time I did that, but so I'm gonna do the border, and I'm gonna in this I just pick up the gold, and I'm gonna just do the house and the heart and everything, and then and so I will not do the alphabet, not because I'm doing it late, because I'm starting this salt late, but I want to do it, but it's just sometimes just want to do that. Anyway, I'm starting another song. I'll talk about it next time, and it's another song, and it is also blackbird design. But I'll share with you because I'm just still gathering the flosses and the fabric. And so then, okay, so then I have another song that I cannot show you the chart. If I find the charts, I will the I will place them here. But this one is everybody have seen this one, and you're not gonna get to see all of it because it's a mystery. So Modern Folk Embroidery Mystery Stitch Along 2022 style. So this one, I'm doing it with SOIE de la Gere. No, but the French, the silk, is number 946, and which I love. It's a very dark red. And I'm already starting the part for February, and I just love it. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Isn't that a beautiful? Now, this fabric, this floss is amazing. And this fabric is ancient PTP, ancient 40 count. And I'm in love with this. I am in love with this. But, and again, the fabric feels very tight. So because of the hand dye process, so you have to really, that's why I like to go to the stores and look at the fabric and feel the fabric, because I do like to buy it. I buy online anyway, but you know what I'm saying. So this is my update, my weaves and stuff that I'm working on. I am going to start a few things. Okay, so my friend Nancy from my meetup group, she she had this shawl, with pockets. And I told her how beautiful they were. And I say, every year, my sisters were 3 sisters and 5 brothers. I buy something for my sisters and my nieces, or just my sisters usually. I buy a blouse, a hat, something, and then we take a picture. We have the same thing, the three of us. So I say that would be wonderful. She said, yeah, I can do that for you, but they're not gonna be done by Christmas. And I said, it's okay because my sister will come at the beginning of the year because she'll come for the parties or whatever, but then she's rushing because her daughter lives in Houston and she goes back and forth, whatever. So I say, maybe, you can do them and finish in January. So anyway, she ended up doing three of them for my two sisters and I. And they ended up wonderful. She sent me the website where she got the floss, the yarn. And I picked the ones, and I never knew the gray and green were a thing. They look amazing. I just love it. I just love it. So I'll put some pictures of me and my sisters and this shawl. So I don't know how to say it, right? But I was so thankful. So thank you so much, my friend. And then when I was getting ready to pay, she said, well, no, I don't want you to pay me that much because I want you to make me a stocking. So anyway, she didn't have to do that because it was really worth it. Everywhere I go, every time I put it on, it's perfect. I love it and people love it. So anyhow, my sister was here visiting and she said, that closet, in the hall, she said, it's full of stuff. You just have too much stuff. You need to clean up this area and that. She's always pushing me to do things around the house that I'm just waiting, for a blue moon to do. So I say, yeah, let's get to the closet. And so somehow we find some of my old past stitches. So instead of sharing it in the front, I wanted to share it now because, it had a little bit of backstory. So these are past finishes, long time ago finishes. This one is the one that I did in Monterrey when I used to live in Mexico. And I was sort of like 17. I want to say 16 or 17 years old. And I was a dance teacher. Oh my God, the glare. So this is me. And my mom used to have a lot of magazines. Somebody went to Europe and brought us a lot of European magazines with needlepoint and cross stitch, and they were amazing. And so this is one of them. I just did part of it. And so I think somebody framed it for me, but I ended up loving it. So that was me when I was 16 years old. So beautiful. Anyway, that's me. I love myself, as you can see. And then, so when I came over and I was pregnant, I didn't know a lot of people. My family, did not come that often like they do now. And so, I was pregnant and I wanted to do something for my son. So I found this magazine. You can find it because the other day I saw it somewhere in Amazon, and then I saw it in Etsy too. And it's a cover. And I say, I want to do that for my baby. So it is a baby. You cannot see if it's a girl or a boy. And then her hair had a lot of colors. So I thought, that's perfect. You right? So I did this. My son he just turned 23 last year. And I was pregnant when I finished this. Oh, the glare. There we go. And it was so funny because when he was baptized, we were in doing the ceremony. We were in the church, and the father say, "Look, he has a lot of colors, and his hair like me. He turned out to have a lot of colors, and Mario had a lot of colors of hair. Oh no, okay, so the chart was not a stitch with a lot of colors in the hair. I choose to do that because I didn't know, with what color my son's hair was going to be. So I just put a little bit of blonde, brown, black. The hair, as you can see, has a lot of colors. The fabric is already coming off. 23 years ago, I did this. Anyway, I have to fix it. I'll fix it because I love this. It just brings a lot of memories. I want to cry it again, I guess. Oh, Chihuahua. Chihuahua. Anyway, just brings a lot of memories. So this was my baby. And it was very hard. So I can only imagine the back, which I'm going to see it because I'm going to fix it. I'm gonna see the back of this. It used to be that I used to make knots. I remember, you know, to secure the thread or whatever. I didn't know better, so now they you do better. And then when I was married and we moved to our house, and I decided to do some. And this one I didn't put a frame, but it's a little because it was put into. So this one was, I think this one was from a magazine as well. And this one was a stitch, I don't know, 18 years ago because, we moved in our house, when when I got married, as and then we moved into the house, and then we got married months later. So I think we were decorating or something. We were fixing rooms and stuff, and I did this. So it must have been 20, you know. So this is my bathroom, and I have another one. When I find it, I'll show it to you. So these ones are my past finishes. And I'm gonna show you now a little bit of things that I bought because I think I find great things. First of all, I find all the flosses for these two that I showed you last time. I showed you these two. I wanna do these two. I'm gonna go like this so there's not so much glare. And I'm just gonna do the bees because I have the bee. I think this is, I'll put it in here, but I think it's one of those, fabrics that this company that I love sells. So I find all the flosses, so I think I'm gonna get ready to start. What I wanna do is get a good, I wanna finish the February part for one of my sales, like the mother folk embroidery, and then do a start, like a little prize for me. Okay, so that was one of the things that I've been keeping up. I got another fancy lady, and I did buy, this is Ophelia. This is Ophelia Mirabilia cross stitch. And it seems to me that I've been liking garden. So I think I have already 3 Mirabilias that they're more around flowers and stuff. I got these for my friend that I'm going to be doing the stocking for her. So I got this one for her. I got the fabric and because I already have some, but then I got the magazine, and this magazine is going to be my giveaway for today. All right. So if you like this magazine, please talk to me about your plans for spring. What do you want to do for spring? Spring is coming. We're still in winter, but what kind of project or what do you want to do? What are you excited about spring coming up? Like I'm excited about some whips, like the bees. That's a good spring sort of, I think, like the bees. So, but I'm gonna start it earlier. I find this. I think this is. I never seen this before, and I have a lot of friends that like quilting. And lately, I've been seeing some people that are stitching quilts, and when I saw this, I thought that was great. So I don't know if I'm gonna give this to my friend that she likes quilting, or I'm gonna stitch it my friend and give her the project. I'm not sure yet. But as soon as I saw it, I love it, and it reminded me of my friend that she does a lot of quilting. I find these for my memory pieces, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I love it too. For my memory pieces, because I'm gonna try to make a journal for my memory pieces. And this, I saw a lady with these finishes long time ago. And so I ordered this as soon as I saw them because she had a great fit. They look beautiful. So I'm not sure how and when I'm gonna start this, but I really love these two. And this is Carriage House Sampling Mrs. and Mr. Abbott and daughters. So I like it. I like all these. And then I got fabric. I got other ones, but I left it in there. And this is, where's the tag? Okay, this is, I don't know if it's gonna be for the memorabilia, or I don't know if it's going to be for the memorabilias, or for other projects that I have. I'm not sure yet. And this is Swagger Base Fabric, Lakeside Linings and Designs, River Willow, 32 count. So this is not going. This is going to be for like a memorabilia, or the other one. What is it? I'm gathering the stuff too for the chatelaine that I showed you last time. I bought a few things as well. I got the charms for the stockings, and I got all these in my store that I love, the Teens Meets Wife, and it's a great video. I'm almost done. Okay, thank you. That's Mario. So anyway, with all this shopping, uh, I leave you reminding you that breathe in and breathe out, and keep stitching, make another cross. And I'm sorry, before I go, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you for all the people that makes wonderful comments. And remember, okay, for the giveaway, please write the name spring, the word spring, okay? And whatever you're gonna answer, write the word spring, okay? And so then I'm gonna be looking for that word, and I'm gonna be doing another video in 2 weeks. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.